All right, get pumped. Here we go. Atomic warm-up. We're going to start off with ankle circles. And circles are the name of the game. We want to put rotation into all the joints, bringing blood flow there, waking things up, moving the feet, moving the ankles, 360 degrees, both directions. We could get more granular with this, but the most important thing is that you're dragging that foot in a circle, getting the entire range of motion, and we're even getting a little balance work in on the standing leg. So we're starting to wake the body up, and we're starting to get in tune with the feet, which are going to need to do a lot of work throughout the session. After that, we're going to move on to the knees. So finishing up with the foot, we're then going to put our feet together, knees together. Both knees become one knee, and one knee will inform the other knee and guide the knee as you roll through, again, 360 degrees of circular motion. Keeping your chest up, you want to keep your spine neutral. Rolling both directions 10 times each way is sufficient. Just a small bend in the knees, enough to get the quads activated and a little blood flow to the knees. Next, we're going to do hip circles. Same idea. This one they sometimes call grind the four corners, meaning think about if there was a box around you and you were trying to push your hips out into the corners of that box. It would require you to really make the biggest circle possible, and you would you're going to see that you're going to hit some tight points, and that's what those corners are that you're trying to sand down and grind down. But ultimately, it's a ball and socket joint in the pelvis where the femur meets the iliac. So that's what we want to be able to roll in there. Now, arm swings. So we just get our feet shoulder width apart, or rather under the hips, swing the arms, opening up the shoulders, just a little pump of the lymphatic system. Next, the good old straight arm, kind of shoulders and rhomboid warm up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, small circles, 10 times forward, 10 times back. Now, big arm circles, these had fallen out for a while. I say, try these only after you've mastered them yourself. Don't give this to somebody unless you've really, put the time in understanding this movement comes from the hips. It does not come from the arms. Think about Elvis, moving from the hips. The arm follows after. I am not moving my arm in the circle. I'm using the movement of my hips and of my legs to give the momentum. Now, side stretch. Interlace the fingers. This comes from Bikram yoga and other yogic practices. Feet together, reaching up, arms pinching the sides of the head. There should be no light passing around the side of your head. You can see there, my left arm, there we go, tightening it up. That's what you want to do, is have the ears glued shut by the biceps. This is a variation on that. You don't necessarily have to do both, but I'm showing you both here. This is with the arms loose. And I would suggest that you experiment with both of those versions to see how they feel, because they do feel quite different, and there is a different stretch on each one of these. I think they both complement each other well. Again, you're trying to maximize the warm-up in the time that you're going to allot to it. Then the back stretch. So this, you got to approach this with caution. You're not going to necessarily get somebody to do that big of a back bend in their first session. The key is they keep their abs tight and they're in control, and you think about lifting the chest rather than folding from the lower back. And then you bend forward. So after the backwards stretch, you're going to hang forward. And here is a great variation on just the hanging down, and this is the shin scrape, and I'm actually going to go both directions. So first scraping down the shins, and then changing directions and reaching for the feet and scraping up the shins. Again, I would encourage you to explore that movement. Tuck the chin and roll up, a little mini Jefferson curl, rolling up. Straighten yourself out. Big inhale. Don't skip the big inhale here. And then right down into a squat sit. Elbows pushing the knees out, chest up, body up, back neutral. You need to, there we go. Yeah, get your eyes forward. And then you can add in a wrist stretch. It's a bonus wrist stretch, pressing the palms down and then rotating and bringing the palms up. It's a tremendous wrist stretch, and for people that don't do a lot of push-ups, this is great to warm up prior to any type of wrist work or pressing work that they're going to do that day if they've been at a desk all day. You go from the squat sit into more of like a single leg squat sit with the other leg straightened out. This would be the beginning of a Cossack squat or a Cossack warm-up stretch. And I'm rolling the foot. Now I'm drawing a circle. I say draw a circle on the ceiling. First I'm going forward to back. Forward, back, forward, back. Extend, flex, and extend the foot. But then you draw a circle on the ceiling with your foot. I've got these big chunky heels on these shoes. It's kind of annoying me as I try to do a gentle roll. It'd probably be better with my shoes off and just doing this barefoot. But regardless, I'm committed to getting through this. And then right into a high split. You can add some kind of shin scrape bouncing movements here, reaching back through your feet towards your heels. Grab one foot, grab the other foot. Hop your feet together. Tuck your chin one more time, another Jefferson curl style roll up. Squeeze your shoulder blades back. And that's just under 7 minutes. You're ready to go.